Hello, everyone. I hope you guys came ready for a show tonight because these kids are ready. You guys ready for a good show tonight? I will ask you this. I have not done this every year, but I've noticed over the past few rehearsals, there are several solos that come one after another. And so I know that you love your kids' solo, but clapping for that solo will actually clap right over the next kid's solo. Sometimes it's not like that, but if we could just do all together that we...
And so, this is how the adventure begins. On an ordinary day with an ordinary delivery for a not-so-ordinary boy with an extraordinary dream.
I said delivery. Hey, who's in charge around here? Which one of you is, Papa Jake?
That's our dad, but he's out of town. These are some of my brothers and sisters. This is...
Annette. Cubby.
That's Billy, David, Penny, Mikey, and Donnie. The others are in the back working. I'm JD, and I guess I'm the head honcho right now.
Fine, Mr. Honcho. Sign here. This is your last shipment of supplies for the summer. Make it last. I'll see you in September.
This was for the diner. They were now short-handed and short-supplied.
It's our last shipment, JD, and summer's our busiest time. What if we run out of food?
What if we run out of cooks? It's almost noon, and I haven't heard a peep from Joe.
Joe!
I have got to get a nicer sounding alarm clock.
Wake up. You've been sleeping on the job. Again.
I can't help it, JD. I try to get a good night's sleep, but God keeps sending me these dreams, like the one I had last night.
Oh, here we go again.
Wait, this one was the biggest dream of all. It was in CinemaScope and Technicolor and 3D. There was the sun, the moon, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 11 stars, and they were all bowing down to me. Ta-da!
And what did God tell you this dream meant, Joe? That you'll be the boss of us? Are we supposed to bow down to you?
In your dreams, what do you think Dad would say?
It's me again. Sorry, I must have missed this one when I was here earlier. It looks like one very special delivery. It's from Dad, Papa Jake.
Hey, Mr. Postman, look and see. Is there a letter in your bag for me?
Nope. There's just this here box and envelope that goes along with it. It's for a Master Joe.
Master?
Master. I don't write them, I just deliver them. Toodaloo.
Now, Joe was only concerned with the box, but the letter was about to rock and roll JD's world.
Dad says he'll be away all summer. He's opening up a Papa Jake's West. He's put Joe in charge here at home, and in honor of his promotion, he's given him
Dad's prize leather jacket! Out of sight!
No!
That's the last straw.
He thinks he's such a big deal.
We've got to do something about Joe.
Joe, he's special, he's the only one. We're the colorful cup out of all 12 sons. Recognize to the Lord above, he's not your average Joe. Hey,
Now, it had already been a wigged out morning, but the day was just getting started, and a big change was blown in the wind.
Adulation can be so exhausting. I think I need a nap before lunch.
Just then, the big change arrived in a woody wagon.
Bonsai, beach buddies. We're on our way to Pharaoh's Point and our need of sustenance. You got any?
Fortunately, we only have fries and shakes.
Gnarly. We'll take a dozen each.
JD! We hardly have enough food as it is. They'll ruin us.
No. They'll help us. I have an idea. Excuse me, but who are you?
The name's Hot Dog, but my friends call me Hot Dog.
All right, Mr. Dog. We'd like to offer you a special deal today. 2 dozen fries and shakes in exchange for giving that dreamer over there a one-way ride to Pharaoh's Point.
Okay, that seems fair. Hey, wipe out. Throw Snooze and Boy here in the back of the woody wagon.
But first, take off his jacket.
Here you go, bro. He won't need leather where he's going. Bonsai, mates. Pharaoh's Point or bust.
Started out with Joe waking up from a dream about his future. But now, it seemed like his dreams were crashing down like the waves on Pharaoh's Point.
Whoa, where am I?
Hey, dude, you hitched a ride with us to Pharaoh's Point.
What's that?
Well, up there is a lot of sun, and down there is a lot of sand, and that's about it. It's called a beach.
But where's the diner? And where are my brothers and sisters? Where's my jacket?
They're all Splitsville, man. Looks like your relations want to send you on a permanent vacation, so mellow out. You may learn to like it here. Hang loose and hang 10, bro.
Aloha, Joe.
Excuse me? Have we met before?
He's so dreamy.
If this is another dream, somebody else is gonna have to explain it to me.
And just when Joe felt like no one in the whole world could ever feel as bad as he did, he met someone who felt worse.
Get your ice-cold drinks here. Best liquid refreshments on the beach. Special today at Coco's Walk-In Watering Hole.
Perfect. I'm parched. Hey, over here, I'll take one.
At your service. What would you like?
How about a nice cold Coca-Cola?
Don't carry that anymore.
7-Up?
Nope.
Dr. Pepper?
Sorry. Out of that one, too. But this is what I do have.
This? This is a plastic bottle of water. Who in their right mind is going to buy bottled water?
No one, apparently. Business has been a bit slow.
Oh, I'm sorry. Here's your water back.
Oh, keep it. I don't have any receipts anyway.
Lucky for me, I don't have any money. I'm Joe, by the way. Confused and lost.
Glad to meet you, Joe. I'm Coco. Broke and stuck.
Looks like we both need some direction.
Yeah, I know I want to help people, but I'm never sure how to go about it.
I know what you mean. My dad always said to trust God with the future. He's always at work, even when we can't see what he's up to.
Your dad sounds like a really smart man.
He is. I sure wish he was here now. I could use his advice. I've got so many questions. This is a surprise. It's hard to believe. I have to wonder why this is happening to me. Do I know better? I like to think I do. But I know God knows what's best for me and you. Yes, I know God knows what's best for me and you.
God knows He sees. I trust His plan for me. Only He knows what all of this means. When some may doubt, I choose to believe. God knows He sees. I trust His plan for me. I trust His plan for me.
I walk on, steady as I go. I won't be afraid, God is in control. I trust in His word and lean on His truth. 'Cause I know God knows what's best for me and you.
God knows He sees. I trust His plan for me. Only He knows what all of this means. When some may doubt, I choose to believe. God knows He sees. I trust His plan for me. I trust His plan for me. I know God knows. I trust He's in control. I know God knows. I trust He's in control. God knows He sees. I trust His plan for me. God knows. Only He I trust. What all of these in control. When some may doubt, I choose to believe. God knows He sees. I trust His plan. He's in control. I trust His plan. He's in control. God knows He sees. I trust His plan. He's in control. I trust His plan for me.
Oh Lord, why do you stand so far away? How long will you forget me? Forever?
How long will you look the other way?
How long will my enemy have the upper hand?
Protect me, for I am devoted to you.
Don't let my enemies gloat, saying we have defeated him.
Save me, for I serve you and trust you. You are my God,
My thoughts are nothing like yours, declares the Lord.
and my ways are far beyond anything that you can imagine.
The Lord will work out his plans for my life.
He directs the steps of the godly and delights in every detail of their lives.
Though they stumble,
They will never fall.
because the Lord holds them by the hand.
So trust the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding.
In all your ways, acknowledge him, and he will make your path straight.
Blessed are those who trust in the Lord, who have made the Lord their hope and confidence.
I say this because I know what I am planning for you, says the Lord.
I have good plans for you, not plans to hurt you.
I will give you hope and a good future.
It's too quick.
Make way for the Great Kahuna.
The Great Kahuna?
His real name is Melvin, but never call him that to his face.
What does he do?
He pretty much runs the beach. Just do whatever he says.
The Great Kahuna questioned the stranger with a cheap, lazy, and puzzled expression.
I think he means you.
Oh, I'm honored to meet you, Mr. Kahuna. Please, you may call me Great. Thank you. Great. And you can call me Joe. So, Joe, how long have you been on my beach? I don't know. How did you get here? I don't know. How long will you stay? When will you leave? I don't know. I really don't know. It appears that you don't know much about anything. Do you, Joe? Well, my friend Coco and I were just talking about that. We were saying how much we need to trust God with the future. But, oh, him, there's not much need for God on this beach. After all, we have me. Captain Shuby?
Yes, sir?
I charge this confused young man to your care. Find a job for him to do, and that'll give him some sense of direction.
I'll do my best, sir.
Joe, this is Captain Shuby, my deputy. You'll be working for him now. He will show you the ropes. Good luck. Even with your God, you'll need it. Wow, Coco, imagine. I've only been here less than a day, and I already have a job.
Don't get too excited, Joe. Kahuna doesn't treat his workers very well. A lot of them say they feel like slaves.
Well, that won't be me. I'm going to be the best worker they have ever seen.
So, Joe, what can you do?
Well, I've been told I interpret dreams well.
Oh, that's useful. Well, since we don't have any openings for a dream interpreter at present, you'll be assigned a different position on the beach.
Like what? Will I be a VP? A CEO?
No, you'll be a TF.
What's a TF?
Towel folder.
Did you hear that? I bet he'll be the best hole folder this beach has ever seen. He's so dreamy.
Thank you.
And so Joe began the most menial of jobs, but he was way grateful for his new digs in this strange place. And he started each day by thanking God. On his promise. He was the most primo worker they'd ever seen.
Excellent performance, Joe. You set a new towel folding record. In recognition of your work, I'm promoting you to surfboard waxer. Carry on.
And Joe tackled his new job as before, with off-the-charts awesomeness. Turned into weeks, and Joe is becoming famous as the best worker on the beach. But some of his colleagues were jealous and falsely accused him of stealing.
Captain Chibi, Joel's our legs.
I want to give them back.
And so he screamed, "Ah!" The captain burned with anger, and Joe was put in the Surfside Slammer. But even in jail, the Lord was with him.
Whatever work is here to do, I know my God will see me through. Whatever work he sets before me, my God is with me, my God is for me.
Sometime later, two vendors from the beach displeased Kahuna, the hot dog baker and the snow cone cupbearer. They were thrown in jail with Joe. While there, they both had dreams, and they asked Joe to interpret them. Joe predicted a good outcome for the cupbearer, but for the baker, not so much. And soon, news of Joe's abilities reached Kahuna, and he sent for it.
You've been released. The great Kahuna wants to see you now.
I'll be thankful, thankful to this job. I'll be thankful, thankful to my God. It's not my dream job, but it's the one that I got.
The sun was not shining quite so brightly over Pharaoh's Point anymore. The summer was ending, clouds were gathering, and an ill wind had begun to blow. Kahuna had spent many fitful nights, haunted by his dreams, and so he summoned Joe to ask for help. Now it had been many months since Joe had stood before the great Kahuna in need of a job and a place to stay. But now, it looks like Kahuna needs something from Joe.
Everyone says when you hear a dream, you can interpret it. Is that so?
Actually, that's not exactly true.
It's not?
No. God is the one who interprets the dreams, not me. But he does use me to reveal what they mean.
Okay, I think I understand. It appears that there is a need for God on this beach. And now I will tell you about my dream.
And so, Kahuna shared his dream with Joe, and the dream was indeed strange and perplexing. Every creature on the beach was starving, and none of the coconut trees had coconuts. And then God revealed to Joe what it meant.
The time of fun in the sun may only be for a season, and it's drawing to a close. Can't you hear the thunder in the distance? A storm is on the way, and it will cause much destruction, not only on the beach, but throughout the mainland. Food and water will be in short supply.
What can we do?
We must begin to prepare immediately.
And so we will. Captain Shuby, gather everyone together. And Joe, I'm promoting you to lifeguard. You will direct the operation. Now, where's the girl with the oddly contained water?
Coco's walking watering hole at your service, your Kahuna ship.
Coco, right girl?
Had a plan for me?
1. It's time to stop. Shuby, sound the alarm.
On the once sunny direction.
You always said God is closest.
God is our refuge and strength, always ready to help in times of trouble.
So we will not fear when the earthquakes come and the mountains crumble into the sea.
When you go through deep waters,
I will be with you.
When you go through rivers of difficulty,
You will not drown.
when you walk through the fire,
You will not be burned.
but now, this is what the Lord says.
Fear not, for I redeemed you. I have summoned you by name.
you
are
Mine.
The Lord himself goes before you, and he will be with you.
He will never leave you nor forsake you.
So I will not fear, for I know the Lord is always with me.
I will not be shaken, for he is right beside me.
Even when I walk through the darkest valley, I will not be afraid.
For you are close beside me.
Jesus said, I have told you all this so that you may have peace in me.
Here on earth you may have many trials and sorrows, but take courage.
I have overcome the world.
The storm had ended, and as the sun rose, so did everyone's hope. And they slowly began to rebuild their community, not on shifting sand, but this time on solid rock.
I know my God is near. He won't forget me when the storm is raging. When I hear, I know my God is near. He won't leave me when the earth is shaking. Rain or shine, he'll follow through. 'Cause all his promises are true. When I hear, oh, there's nothing to fear. I know my God is near. Yes, I know my God is near.
When I call you, you will answer in trouble. You're right there with me now, never will I be alone. Because everywhere I go, wherever storms fall.
When I hear, I know my God is near. He won't forget me when the storm is raging. When I hear, I know my God is near. He won't leave me when the earth is shaking. Rain or shine, he'll follow through. 'Cause all his promises are true. When I hear, oh, there's nothing to fear. I know my God is near. Yes, I know my God is near.
No matter the weather, you're my shelter, my rock of refuge when I'm afraid. I'll call your name and you'll hear me every time because I'm your child.
Don't worry about anything. No matter what happens, tell God about everything. Ask and pray and give thanks to him. Philippians 4:6.
When I hear, I know my God is near. He won't forget me when the storm is raging. When I hear, I know my God is near. He won't leave me when the earth is shaking. Rain or shine, he'll follow through. 'Cause all his promises are true. When I hear, oh, there's nothing to fear. I know my God is near. Yes, I know my God is near. Yes, I know my God is near.
The beach community had never felt more like a community. They found out that the harsher the winds, the stronger they stood together. Wipeout and Mr. Snowcone helped organize a clothing cabana and ran a food pantry. Coco couldn't keep enough bottled water in stock, and Captain Shuby and Kahuna even found ways to help out.
So, Shuby, what am I supposed to do with all these towels?
Fold 'em, sir. Fold 'em.
And directing them all was Joe. He was more than just a lifeguard on the beach. Now even people on the mainland were hearing that there was food and supplies at the beach because of Joe. Everyone now called him Governor. Quite a change for the dreamer from the drive-in. In fact, he had trouble even remembering that former life. Until one day, when that former life arrived on the back of a bunch of choppers. was the crew from Papa Jake's Fries and Shakes, and they were hungry.
Welcome to Pharaoh's Point, everyone. It looks like you've traveled a long way.
We used to run a drive-in up north. My name's JD, and these are some of my brothers and sisters.
We're real hungry, and we've heard you have supplies to share.
We do. I'm sure we can help you. If you just talk to our governor over there, he'll make sure your needs are met.
Now Joe was seated high up on the lifeguard tower, and as soon as he saw his brothers and sisters, he recognized them immediately. But they didn't know it was Joe. He was tanned, his clothes were different, and the sun was in their eyes. And then Joe came down from his lifeguard stand to talk to them.
I see you've traveled a great distance. Have you come to find food?
Yes, Governor. We had little food to spare before, and now it's completely gone. We had a drive-in restaurant up north, but the storm destroyed it.
Sorry, was anyone hurt?
I'm sorry. Was anybody hurt?
No, everybody made it out in time.
We heard that somehow you knew the storm would come, and you saved many supplies.
We're hoping we might buy some.
Oh, no, sir. Our food is not for sale. It's free.
Free?
This is my assistant, Coco. She's in charge of the food and water station.
I'm pleased to meet you.
I'm afraid we may not have any extra food at this time.
What? Governor, what are you saying?
Coco and I will have to check the inventory. Please come back in the morning and we will give you our decision.
I understand. Thank you, sir. We'll see you then.
This was a turn of events that Joe did not expect. He was deeply surprised to see his family after so much time, and even more surprised at how that made him feel.
Joe, why did you say that? We have more than enough food, and we have pledged to help any stranger in need.
They aren't strangers, Coco. They're my brothers and sisters.
Your brothers and sisters? You told me that they never wanted to see you again, that they sent you away while your father was out of town.
That's all true, but that was a long time ago, when the summer first started.
They didn't recognize you?
No, they didn't. I'm sure I've changed as well.
What are you going to do, Joe?
I'm not sure. The sun has just set. Maybe I'll just sit on the beach for a while and count the stars. I used to be really good at that once.
Counting stars, huh? You know that might be easier on top of your tower.
No, I think I can see God a lot more clearly from down here.
But you're on your knees.
Exactly. I've been praying, and I'm starting to realize that even though my brothers and sisters did something terrible to me, God must have wanted to use it for good.
You're right, Joe. God had a plan for your family. He brought you here so you could provide them and us with food and save all of our lives. I think you know what God wants you to see to your family, Joe.
Yes, I do know. God has forgiven me for all of the wrong things that I've done. That makes me want to forgive my brothers and sisters.
They are the ones who sent you here, Joe. But it was God at work all along. And I can see He's at work in you too, helping you forgive.